John McCain said a while back that he thought that the country had made great progress economically under George W. Bush. That's what he said. Great progress economically. Now, he had admitted that he doesn't really understand economics very well. But you don't need to have the Nobel Prize in economics to understand that the economy has not been making great progress for most people. But so I was confused when I first heard him say that. Then over the last week, things have clarified. First, we were at a forum at Saddleback. Some of you may have seen it. And he was asked, John McCain was asked, well, what do you consider rich? And he thought about it for a while, and then he said, well, maybe if you have $5 million. $5 million. So I guess if you have $4 million, you're just doing okay. All right, so now things are starting to come into focus. Then yesterday he made a couple of statements that I thought were quite interesting. First of all, he once again repeated that the fundamentals of the economy are sound. The fundamentals of the economy are sound. We've got the most home foreclosures since the Great Depression. We've got wages and incomes flat. We've got manufacturing jobs leaving. And yet he said that the fundamentals of the economy are sound. And then, this is the topper here. Then somebody asked him, well, I guess they were talking about wealth and income. The reporter asked him, how many houses do you have? And he said, I don't know. I'm going to check with my staff. True story. I don't know. I'm going to check with my staff. And then they checked with his staff, and they said, well, he has at least 4. And then it turned out that the answer was 7. Except it turns out that maybe it's 8. Now, I suppose if you got 7, maybe 8 houses, the economy looks fundamentally sound to you. But if you've only got 1 house and you're having trouble making the mortgage payment and the plant's about to close in your community, then the economy looks awful different. Now, I make this point not to simply give John McCain a hard time. It's indicative of a different worldview about what's happening in America. Because if your president doesn't hear what's going on in your life and doesn't see what's happening in your life, then that president is not going to be fighting for you. And you need a president who's going to be fighting for you. That's why I'm running for president of the United States of America.